Good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1, and you are welcome back on the program, GGM Hour. Tonight, we are going to talk about something very, very important. And if you know what is good for you and your loved ones, and you are living anywhere in Nigeria, it is important we have a conversation on this, because it is a matter of life and death. Apart from the matter of life and death, which is the top priority, we are talking about food security in our homeland. Before now, the greatest security threat we are all worried about is the security threat coming from criminal elements, bandits, kidnappers, and other violent crimes. But we fail to realize that enemy is closer than we think. And that enemy sometimes is most unexpectedly ourselves. Why? Because of what we eat. Do you know that what we eat in Nigeria is killing more Nigerians than we can ever imagine? Is it not how many days ago that people were talking about Ikenga, not Ikenga, Okulora, and kidney patients in Enugu? Many people do not know that the story behind most of kidney and organ failures in Nigeria is as a result of what we eat. For instance, this oil that we are talking about, red oil, for instance, that is our main point of departure. Do you know that in what we eat today, most of what we eat comes from red oil, but this is how it is being made? Have you ever thought about the dye, the chemicals that are being used to produce some of the foods, most of the foods we eat, adulterated fake foods that are in the market today? Have you ever worried that this is endangering more lives than we think? And that is why it is important. Everybody must hook up to this program tonight, because we are here to address it once and for all. So what is good for you now as we are getting into this program? If you want to call me on this program, you can use the number you are seeing right here, +2 3 4 810 4545 533, to call on WhatsApp and lean your voice, say your mind, be part of what we are going to be, bringing to you. It is an opportunity of a lifetime, and it's also a life-saving information you can't afford to miss. So that is why it is crucial in this program this evening. You'll be sharing it to everybody. And also, if you go to the description of this program, of this live, if you go to the description, you will see a Zoom link that is there. If you want to join me on this program and have a conversation with me, you want to ask questions, you want to interact, you want your opinion to be heard on this matter that we are discussing tonight, click on the link, that Zoom link, and join. Let us address this thing once and for all. Now, to start with, because we're going to go quadron kambede. When we were talking about kidney failure, when Okulora came up with his program to help kidney patients, it was alarming the number of people that came out to be part of that treatment in Enugu alone. And since that thing happened, although for like a week now, I'd wanted to do this program, but you know that I'm not in Nigeria. Since Okulora, did that, and even Peter Obi came to assist in his own little way or big way, whatever way. Have you wondered why it is happening? You saw that the number of people that are being affected and the amount of money that is being put to treat them no be something you can joke with in Nigeria. Not just kidney failure, but so many other organ failures. We hear, oh, somebody collapsed and died. Somebody collapsed and died. Many of the reasons why people are collapsing and dying without any cause, no be witches and wizards. It is as a result of what we eat. Now, somebody made a post. I saw that post. I recorded it. I recorded that post because it struck a chord. And I want every one of us to listen to it. It is very important. Let us get to it immediately before we get to where we are heading to. I'll be right back. Please don't go away.
Welcome to BVI Channel 1 Business Hour. Stay tuned for market insights.
According to Colonel Osigwe in his Facebook post, he said, "Yesterday I saw pictures of many people with kidney issues who turned out after the call by Okulora. The turnout was massive. There has not been enough focused research on the state with one of the highest rates of kidney failures. I am convinced that if proper studies were done, Enugu would rank very high. The truth is that something Enugu residents love much may be contributing to the damage to their kidneys and has sent many to an early grave. What is it? Opa from Enugu State. Yes, you heard me right. I have personally experienced kidney problems before and undergone several sections of dialysis. Since then, I have been careful about what I consume. I love Enugu Opa very much. It tastes better than the ones I buy in Anambra. Any careful lover of Opa knows that the one sold at Oji River is not as tasteful or colorful as the one sold inside Enugu City. Have we ever asked why the Opa sold inside Enugu tastes so sweet and looks so brightly colored? Through careful observation, I noticed that whenever I ate Opa from Enugu City, my urine turned reddish. Later, I observed the same reddish color in my son's urine and stool whenever we ate Opa for breakfast. I told my wife, but she dismissed it because, like me, she loves Opa so much. I also shared the concern with my cousin Obunnemo Sigwe and I advised him to be very careful with Enugu Opa, since someone in Enugu regularly buys large quantity and send them to him in Lagos. As God would have it, around the same period, my wife went to Ogbete market to buy red oil. At the oil dealer depot, they asked her whether she wanted the normal oil or the one specifically for Opa production. She said she wanted the normal oil, then asked why the Opa oil was different. She was told it has coloring and sweetener added to make the Opa more delicious and attractive. That information disturbed her. She left the market and immediately called me to say I was right. What we have been consuming contained chemicals. She narrated what she had just discovered and declared that there would be no more but buying of Opa for our family in Enugu. If we still want it, she will prepare it herself at home. For a moment, about the chemical substance contained in the coloring and the sweetener used to produce Opa. In Nigeria, many finished products we buy outside our homes may be quietly harming our kidneys and other organs, leading to some people to untimely deaths. Example include zobo, tiger nuts, and various fruit juice produced and sold by unlicensed people in the market. Many of these also contained same coloring and sweeteners that make them taste and look appealing. If you must drink any of these, it is safer to buy the fruits and ingredients yourself and prepare them at home. Nigerians are sometimes having fellow Nigerians in the quest for profit. Many of the fruits we buy in the market have also been treated with chemicals to force them to ripen and look more attractive. The majority of the brightened colored bananas, oranges, and pineapples you see have often been artificially ripened. It is better to eat less of these things we cannot fully vouch for and live healthier lives than to consume whatever is presented to us and risk dying early. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Please share widely, and that is exactly what I am doing right here.
Good. You saw that, Abby? You heard that, right? Does that strike a chord? Does that make a sense to you? This is just one example of how we have been poisoning ourselves with what we eat. And our government don't care about it. There is no proper regulation to food security. Even the general, the normal, usual insecurity we are facing, they have not sorted that one out. The insecurity of kidnappers and bandits and terrorists in Nigeria. Much more food security. And why is it important? Because every one of us are faced with that threat, as much as we are facing the threat of kidnappers. You get the point? Because the food we eat, the food we go to the market to buy, we cannot vouch for it. But we can do something about it. If government fail, we ourselves cannot fail our own self. The people cannot fail themselves. And that is where I am coming from. And that is where we are going to. The solution. What is the solution? Since we do not have responsible government to fix this problem, what is the solution? That is what GGM is bringing to the table through our food revolution. We have decided through our cooperative to ensure that the food our people eat are not just only affordable and available, but also a food you can trust. Genuine food you can trust. Not GMO, not adulterated. The food that you can trust, organic food. And we already started the journey. I must tell you, we've already started this journey. But many of you do not know because we are not, singing it like canary or selling it to you with lies. That if you invest in agricultural revolution, if you are part of the agricultural revolution, tomorrow you start reaping billions. Because that is one of the biggest problems we have as a people. Many of us, we are no longer interested in food production, in agriculture. We think it is only meant for village people. Some of us think agriculture is only meant for illiterates. Some of us think that agriculture is still the same kind of agriculture our forefathers did with hoe and matches. Of course, we are still using those, but agriculture had always been the most essential part, economic part of human life. And that is one part our people are not interested in. Because of, I will call it the aftermath of the war of attrition against the Biafran people. Because of that war, everybody is now programmed for self-survival. Everybody is now pushing for quick return on investment, buying and selling. Go to China, import goods, get your gain, go back again. And the cycle continues. While depending on those we claim that are our oppressors, those who are not just we claim, those who are really our oppressors for the food we eat. For the food we eat. The beans we eat, do you know how they preserve it? No. But you are a big man. I can't eat beans. Nigeria and Africa, you don't care. You don't want rice. You don't care. Ijebulu Ghana on mmanụ, go and buy. Na-etinyekwana ya na your storehouse as odogu. Without knowing the source of your food, without genuinely verifying if those foods are genuine, are organic. And tomorrow, somebody don't die. People are just dropping like pack of cards, like log of woods on the street, in the bus, in the market, in the office, everywhere. Heart failure, kidney failure, liver failure. We do not ask ourselves, what is the cause of all of these things? What is actually bringing death closer to us? And many of us do not know that now it is what we eat. It is what we use our hand to feed ourselves. Why it is important that you watch this video and continue sharing it is because when we are showing you some of the stuff, for instance, these people that are using dye, they go and buy dye and use it to produce your red oil. This other one, look at the way he is dancing inside the red oil. Only God knows what transpired into that. In that very situation, then they will bag it for you and bring it in the market. They will prepare upper for you with chemicals that they use in the red oil to produce the red oil. And you are seeing a lot of people who are having kidney problem. You never ask yourself, how come? Why? You never ask yourself, that beans you are buying, how did they preserve it? Sometimes they use otapia, the one they call sniper, to preserve the food you eat. Even some of the fruits we eat, are they organic? Some of them are GMOs. Some of them are preserved with dangerous chemicals that are harmful to our health. They are the slow poison we have been eating and consuming. Because we don't ask questions. Because we don't ask questions. You go to the market, you buy anything. You don't go ask questions. So tonight, GGM is bringing you the opportunity we have been singing it, we have been dancing it, we have been preaching it, but many people are yet to join. I understand my people, they only join things when the bus is already full. I can have one chance. Mboku bezile ekwobe. Ono na choice man na window everywhere to jump inside. Our people are not used to, what do you call it? Cooperative. Everybody is just so proprietorship. Everybody to himself. God for all of us. Like I said earlier, I pointed out, before the war, before the Biafran genocidal war, when they want to wipe away the Biafran people, predominantly Igbos in Nigeria, do you know the weapon of war they used? Starvation. Starvation. They cut off food. What bomb could not achieve for them? What shillings and automatic machines of gun, tankers upon tankers, rockets upon missiles, bullets flying everywhere, they couldn't achieve to subdue Biafran people, to bring them to their knees. But when they introduce starvation as a weapon of war, millions of our people died out of kwashiorkor. Men, women, and children. And it is happening at the time when Southeast was the food basket of not just Nigeria as a whole, but West Africa and beyond. When we were producing what we eat. When East, the region of the East before the war, was the fastest growing economy from agricultural produce, that even foreign countries borrow from us. They borrow our technology. They borrow our palm kernel. This red oil you are seeing was borrowed from our homeland, transported to Asia. Today, it is their major economic boom. But this same thing had become a curse in our homeland. Because everybody is trying to survive hardship. Everybody is trying to survive at all costs, to make money at all costs. So they are using all manner of things to produce what you eat. Have you asked yourself a question? How do we solve this problem? Or are you pretending that you don't know that most of what we eat are poison? I don't want to go close to the ones they call whiskeys and the drinks and the beers and all of those things. Many of them are poison. They produce. If you know where they produce them and how they produce them, you will never taste them. We must be eating as human beings. That is why GGM have mapped out our agricultural food revolution. I want to bring it to you in case you are just seeing it for the first time. I want you to just take a quick look at what we've done already. And when I come back, I will coagulate the more. Don't go away. Keep watching. And please be sharing.
Welcome to GGM Agricultural Estate, where we cultivate dreams and harvest success.
Eh. Yeah, as you can see, our coconut is there. They are bringing it down from the car. So very soon we are going to start planting them.
You see that? That is just an intro to what we are doing. At least for you to know that GGM Agricultural Estate has already taken off. And as we speak, like I always tell people, we've already planted a lot of plantain suckers, banana suckers. We've already planted thousands of palm trees or palm trees. Yeah. Okay. We are getting everything ready. That by give or take, just on this part, because a lot of things are being done or will be done. We are just at the preparatory stage. We are just at the introductory stage. Remember, last year, we acquired this farmland. Last year, we cleared it. And today, we're already planting. It's going to be an agricultural park. What you are looking at is over 400 plots of land. And also, we are getting ready to expand once we finish this phase. Because this is going to be an agricultural park. That's why we call it an agricultural estate, an agricultural business park. Just imagine when all the thousands of palm trees that is being planted will start fruiting. Right there, we'll start processing them into proper red oils. Do you know it is a multi-billion naira investment that you are about to miss if you don't tap into this opportunity? This is not a Ponzi scheme. And as you know, on this platform, we are not mincing word. By the time all these palm trees start fruiting and start giving us thousands of palm fronds in this estate, we'll be giving the processing and all the agro produce that will be coming out from there. Plantain. What about coconut? We also planted thousands of coconut there. Akwo Yibo. We planted it. And we will continue. And we'll continue to expand. Imagine. This is what the government is not putting their interest in. But we as a people, we are determined to massively produce food in our homeland. We are not just only going to crash food price, but we'll ensure that you eat proper organic food. And you'll be getting it directly from us. We'll be creating thousands of jobs in the process in our homeland. We are not asking anybody to donate to me or to dash me money, of which if you give, I will appreciate it, because I jiaka walaka na achọ ife na-ata alụ all these years. How many persons have actually called up to say, oh, we want to be part of this. We want to join and be part of this. So, my people, ugo ebelugo na mgbagbu o. When na water, ugo ebelugo na mgbagbu. Because if we don't do it now, who will do it for us in the future? What will be the hope of generations to come in our homeland? So if you want to join me in this conversation, the lines are open. You can call. You can drop your comment. And if you want to join on the Zoom, the link is on the description. Just click on it. It will bring you here. I will continue in the conversation. Our interest is to make sure that now we plant what we eat, what we can trust, what we can vouch for. We want to make Igbo land the food hub, so that people who has them back at the proper investment, you have to create the environmental atmosphere, the conducive atmosphere or conducive environment for the business investment to thrive. So I think Ndubisi have just joined me on the Zoom. We don't have time to waste. You can come in immediately. I want to use that so that the conversation will continue. On your choice join this conversation, you call the number on the screen +2348104545533, or you join us through the Zoom. I place the link there. If you want to ask question, you ask question there. If you want to be part of us, you join us. We are not asking you for free will donation. We are not asking you to go and arm some people, to go and do some kind of shenanigan. We're not also telling you that this is a Ponzi scheme, that if you put your 100,000 naira today, tomorrow you start getting millions of naira, because that is why many people have fallen for scammers in whatever name, in whatever shape. But here we tell you the truth undiluted, and we have been consistently building this institution. A natural rush. We don't want complication. What we want is to solidly build an institution that will outlive every one of us, that will guarantee food security for our people, create job for our people, boom our economic lives as a people. We are ideologically driven. That is number one. And it is also, in turn, one of the biggest economic opportunity our people would ever think of. Everything is not buying and selling. I'm not saying you should stop. But as you are doing buying and selling, do you know that people eat? Well, NDBC, let me just bring you on immediately. If you are there, just pop up and I will bring you on. And whoever that wants to come in, you are welcome. Somebody here said, Emeka Sylvester said that I don't trust all these fruits coming in from places to coming in from places to our homeland, you know. Of course, since you don't trust it, what alternative have you preferred? What alternative? Because as we speak, food are coming in trucks into Igbo land from the north. How many of us are into food production? That is the question. And that is what we all must answer. If you want to join this, our program, GGM Agricultural Program, you join us. Be part of our cooperative. It doesn't cost you much to invest in your future that is guaranteed. I can beat my chest to it, because what we preach is what we do. As we are talking to you, more trucks of coconut is being offloaded and planted as we speak. We want at the time, just imagine, go to an expanse of about maybe over 400 plus of land, or even 1,000 plus of land. You are cultivating thousands of coconut, thousands of palm oil, palm trees, thousands of plantain suckers. You are producing massive quantum of cassava, yam. Even in our greenhouse, producing a lot of food. You can imagine what it will be for those who are part of it. When we started, the people thought we are joking. But today, we can solidly say, not just after acquiring the land, we went in there and start clearing. We start clearing the land. We start putting crops on ground. Things are already taking shape. You know, man, the buyer that bobo had a moto, mobu no jureju, until about one chance. But we are here telling you this. Call the numbers and be part of it. Some of you are looking at us and but by the time our people realize it, my brother, no be person go tell you. No be person go advise you. Everywhere around the world, food is the top priority. In human life, as long as human beings are existing in the face of the earth, we will continue eating food. We cannot even produce or cultivate enough, but at least we'll be contributing immensely in a large field. Rice in a little today, on Madanakia. If you're not for your rice field, on Madakolia. Palm trees, on Madakolia. And that is what we are doing. By the time thousands of palm trees we are planting today, bido yield be is. Our GGM cooperative and our agricultural estate is the best thing that is happening in Igbo land today, which you cannot afford to miss. And that is what I'm telling you now. You can't afford to miss it. Okay? And there are a lot of things that we could talk about, but I am telling you this. I decided to make this video because it has been more than a week. And it is laid in my heart to bring this to our people, because normally I don't normally talk about what we are doing in our cooperative. In fact, I don't want to escalate it. Every day, no. No, Onyamalo Obama Obanye. Emakwan Obama Ebanye one chance. But mark my words today, in no distant time, everybody, those of you who have been on this platform will attest to the fact that whatever we say, we do. We put in our best to do it. Ndubisi, are you there? If you are there, come up, because there is no time. If you are there, come up so that we'll have this conversation quickly. And when they shall join, they can call the numbers on the screen and let the opinions be heard. Because this is a very crucial, this is more important than any other thing. Good evening, Ndubisi, our Ambassador General and the President of our GGM cooperative, the Village Economist. Not in there on tonight's program. Let me quickly, hang on. Let me quickly bring you up. Yeah, you are here. Wait, let me bring you up. All right. Good evening, Ndubisi. Kekim. Good evening. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Okay, now you hear. Can you hear me? You cannot hear me? What happened? But I can hear you very well. You have to come back again. I cannot hear. I can hear you, but I don't know why you skipped anyway. Well, for those who are still watching, we are waiting. The link, Fruit Fusion. Fruit Fusion, the link to join on the Zoom is right there on the description. Go to the description of the video, you will see it. Or let me just type it and drop it here on the comment section so that those who want to join can just click on it. I'm dropping it right there on the... Yes, you can click on it. Fruit Fusion. And any other person that wants to join in this conversation, click on the link and let us hear from you. We are talking about the health challenge, the life-threatening situation we are facing every day from the food we eat. When we are afraid of kidnappers, bandits, and other violent criminals, we forget that our biggest enemy is closer than we think. And it is we that will go to the market and buy it for ourselves and consume it. And it will enter inside us and start killing us. And that is why we are making this video. It is part of the things I thank God for our partners globally, those who believed, those who answered the clarion call when it matters most. When it seems that our people are not listening, when it seems that or are we just talking to ourselves? People believed in us. When they are not seeing any iota of evidence of where we are going to, but they had faith in us. Over 4 years ago, I am now to acquire a land, a place we can call our own, a place we can start cultivating massively and producing food. Making food available and affordable. Government did not help us. Rich people did not help us. Political elites did not look our way. Even the public we are serving turned their back on us. And we even became a suspect, an object of suspicion, because the truth we are telling them is too good to be true. You get the point? That is our biggest problem. Ndubisi, you are back again. Can you hear me? If you are hearing me, turn on your mic. I can see you. You've come back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Chinanda, I can hear you.
Okay. I hope if any need you okay. I hope you are well. Everybody's okay. All right. Am I going to find a kumakia today?
I can't, but I can hear you. That is my challenge.
You cannot hear me. Wait. Hang on. Just hang on. Man knows it from, let me just go to the setting. If you cannot hear me from the Zoom, hang on. Just give me a second. You should be able to hear me because my speakers are on. My mic are on. Check your own device. My mic is on. So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me from... You should be able to hear me from the Zoom. So up to now, you cannot hear me. But I can hear you very well. Sorry, people. We are trying to get the BC to hear me. Maybe it's having problem. Your mic is off anyway. Oh, hang on. Sorry. It's from my end. I believe you can hear me now. You can put on your mic. I believe you can hear me now. I have to go my bed. I believe you can hear me now, NDBC. Can you respond? You should be able to hear me.
All right, I can hear you now, Chinedu.
Asụkwa m emekwa ka nsị ma village people.
All right.
Please go
All right,
on.
I can hear you.
Go on, fire on. You know ihe anyị na-ekwu maka ya today.
Yes. Yes.
For last 2 weeks, Okwuluora na-ekwu okwu maka people that ndị nwe kidney failure hapụtaba for treatment. If thousands of people nupụta ya dia. Okay, for ya.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Now somebody made a post. I've already played it out here. I'm not again. For the benefit of ndị bata later, maybe we'll replay that, because I saw the post where somebody explained about experience somewhere maka Okpa Enugu. I'm happy for that post. I saw that post about a couple. I saw the post about 5 or 6 days ago. Man, I recorded that his account because he struck a chord. And I'm going to replay. I played before. Play again. Call web and them. And it is not like we are ignorant of these things. Especially I want being in Nigeria. Most of you read the adulterated. Let me just play that in. Just permit me. I am chatters here. I am biasing at this conversation fully. Just let me play it again. Let me play it again for the benefit of Ndekajos Bata. Kafa Jilin Tefano. The account of this man is just one out of many, and you can connect with it. Listen, I come back.
Welcome to BVI Channel 1 Business Hour. Stay tuned for market insights.
According to Colonel Osigwe in his Facebook post, he said, "Yesterday I saw pictures of many people with kidney issues who turned out after the call by Okwuluora. The turnout was massive. There has not been enough focused research on the state with one of the highest rates of kidney failures. I am convinced that if proper studies were done, Enugu would rank very high. The truth is that something Enugu residents love much may be contributing to the damage to their kidneys and has sent many to an early grave. What is it? Okpa from Enugu State. Yes, you heard me right. I have personally experienced kidney problems before and undergone several sections of dialysis. Since then, I have been careful about what I consume. I love Enugu Okpa very much. It tastes better than the ones I buy in Anambra. Any careful lover of Okpa knows that the one sold at Oji River is not as tasteful or colorful as the one sold inside Enugu City. Have we ever asked why the Okpa sold inside Enugu tastes so sweet and looks so brightly colored? Through careful observation, I noticed that whenever I ate Okpa from Enugu City, my urine turned reddish. Later, I observed the same reddish color in my son's urine and stool whenever we ate Okpa for breakfast. I told my wife, but she dismissed it because, like me, she loves Okpa so much. I also shared the concern with my cousin Obunemo Sigwe and I advised him to be very careful with Enugu Okpa, since someone in Enugu regularly buys large quantity and send them to him in Lagos. As God would have it, around the same period, my wife went to Ogbete market to buy red oil. At the oil dealer depot, they asked her whether she wanted the normal oil or the one specifically for Okpa production. She said she wanted the normal oil, then asked why the Okpa oil was different. She was told it has coloring and sweetener added to make the Okpa more delicious and attractive. That information disturbed her. She left the market and immediately called me to say I was right. What we have been consuming contained chemicals. She narrated what she had just discovered and declared that there would be no more but buying of Okpa for our family in Enugu. If we still want it, she will prepare it herself at home. For a moment, about the chemical substance contained in the coloring and the sweetener used to produce aba. In Nigeria, many finished products we buy outside our homes may be quietly harming our kidneys and other organs, leading to some people to untimely deaths. Example include zobo, tiger nuts, and various fruit juice produced and sold by unlicensed people in the market. Many of these also contained same coloring and sweeteners that make them taste and look appealing. If you must drink any of these, it is safer to buy the fruits and ingredients yourself and prepare them at home. Nigerians are sometimes having fellow Nigerians in the quest for profit. Many of the fruits we buy in the market have also been treated with chemicals to force them to ripen and look more attractive. The majority of the brightened colored bananas, oranges, and pineapples you see have often been artificially ripened. It is better to eat less of these things we cannot fully vouch for and live healthier lives than to consume whatever is presented to us and risk dying early. To be forewarned is to be foreharmed. Please share widely, and that is exactly what I am doing right here.
I'm back on mic on. You saw that, Abby? Good, fantastic. Now, NBC, you can come back again. The people that are watching have seen what we are talking about. You heard what the man said. This is happening in many homes. If I name in many homes, not just in the issue of Obao, in many things are in area. Some of us that are very, very good in that's not back in area organic, organic. Juice, organic juice. Yet use so many sweeteners, chemicals in order to preserve and all of those just to make enough money, to make more money. Including bread I na atakwata. Bread I knew I am buying a bread. Bread 5 days. Bread in good quality. 5 days. Obido. Mabiv. Gradually change the test. Manakati you go bread or no 1 week, 2 weeks or they as fresh as na Nigeria today. Or if KJ produce government ga-achọrọ ịma ndị mmadụ na-anwụ ka ọhụkọ. The death rate na be na Nigeria is just too much. But as once you don't care, and we cannot wait ka ọ bụla anyị nwa. The what people are doing to make money is alarming. Is alarming. To be honest with you, on a been nature. Some of the things in them mother na gabiga na kidney onwe blue kidney onwe heart failure onwe liver failure akana ekwu asu onwe collapse and die. It is not witches and wizard. It is mostly what we eat. It is not the making of our enemies. It is we that use our hand to go to market with our hard-earned money, buy some of the things that is killing us. If I need, I am ready for Ejimia, I am already the process Ejimia. That is why GGM is profiling this solution. Or believe any can get back over here. But the truth of the matter is that with the level of thing I know now our agricultural estate, with the kind of food, massive food production I need push for, now this our agricultural estate, my dear. By the time we give you fruit be, by the time palm trees are na ako give you potaba, I na refine here, they produce genuine organic red oil, not just red oil, but organic food across board. It is an economic opportunity you can't afford to miss. On what if I need sin abanyo manu Igbo ada abanye ya mostly. And I na-akụ ya, na-akụ the uncle. Now that our agricultural estate, is a business park, a massive one. Na-akụ akụ oyibo, na-akụ vegetables, na-akụ rice, akpụ. We're already planting. We've already taken off. Nke abụrụ here say, all na-aga there 247. Even as we speak, our farmhouse alụchabagi already. Everybody there na partake. People na agbani, na-esi agbani na estate, ka esi agbani n'ime ebe a. And ndị gbala ani, na this agricultural estate, they take a good position. Ebidogo koba their economic trees. Activities na aga there 247. Obolo because I'm not bringing it to you every day. Na-etie ka mkpu na-akụ ya ka ogene. No. Just know is that whatever we say, we are doing. Maria Amalo. Whatever we say, we are doing. Ndubi say, if you are ready, I am ready already. Okay? So that we can highlight on this. So that all one ajụjụ ọ chọrọ ịjụ ọ na-ajụ. Onye nke si send ya link. Send go link na our comment section. Ị ga na comment section. Ị ga-afụ ebe post to the link. Ma ọ bụ na eche join on this this conversation. You join no. I am eju ajụjụ, anyị aza gị ajụjụ. Yeah? No, if I cook, I name. Ndubisibiko, welcome back. Let us continue.
All right, thank you, Chinedu. The sensitization will always continue. We will not give up. We are moving forward. There is no room for failure or to go backwards. Emma, one thing you said what is driving us is our conviction that our people have lost hope about everything. Everything abuna in a winning taketa. People look at that thing. People suspect every move, every single move you make. And that is why you don't blow your whistle always. As our mentor Ikedife always said, let our work speak for us. Let your work speak for you. Afunanya ekwe. Ndị be anyị na-ebelieve kiri ha na afunanya. Anya nyanwa ka ha ya ekwe. So no matter what you say, yeah, or no matter how you say it, people have made up their mind. The only thing they want to see, how far have you gone? And as part of this world, Africa, everything is against us, the ordinary people. Everything is designed to be against the masses. So the masses believe in effort their own, or to like this, their night. People believe on what they can do. They don't believe on what others can do for them. So this is where we have found ourselves. So being conscious of that, the least we could do to change the society is look at what I'm doing. If you believe in what I'm doing, you follow me. In as much as you will be making effort to show what you are doing, again, it's also good for you to every now and then come up to address the people. That is sensitization. And that is what we are doing today, Chinedu. And that is why I'm here. Now, what you've shown us, the public, I've not seen that video from Osigwe. I think the guy is from Newe, innocent spokesperson. I've not seen it. Thank God for BVI. You've brought it up for me to see it and to thousands and millions of people across the world to also see it. amapụrụ m na ọkpa na people nwere ike change color or use chemical to cook it because ọkpa is natural. Ọ just ọkpa otu anya ịkwọsịa ya ụfọdụ na-eyuzu akwụ apịpụta mmanụ dị a ewere esie ya ọdụ natural. So enwere a lot of things eji esi ya. They just that oil and maybe onions etinye nnu eme isi ya. So eji eme isi eburu ebu, that's the point I'm making. Ọkpa is the least food ị ga-asị na ọdụ natural without any ngwanizienu ka ọkpa common ọkpa local ọkpa ka people na-eme isi something there ebupụta to the public. So Chinedu is a part of our sensitization to see such thing and bring it to public view and knowledge, because such information will save lives, millions of lives. You may not know what you've done, but the truth of the matter is that it is what we eat it is what we take inside our stomach that will kill us. Until you take conscious time to visit hospitals close to you, you may not know what people are passing through. Few months ago, I lost my sister, and I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I witnessed it firsthand. I saw what people are passing through, and for 2 weeks that I spent in the hospital, I noted what myself was subjected or pushed or forced to go through before my sister died. You need to go to mortuary and see how people are thrown there every day, every now and then. You see how people are dumped. And to a very large extent, I said, and where is human life does not worth anything. In fact, the life of goat today in Nigeria is worth more than human life. Because human life, and what is it has and people more like this is celebration. Burial economy is, if you want to rank it, I think is topmost industry that are driving our local economy in Igbo land, at least in our Igbo land. Burial economy. All the things HM burial. Bido na akpati ozu. Bido na mortuary business. Those guys are making millions of naira. They are in business because their business can never go bad. So that connects to what we're doing in the GGM cooperative. Because in cooperative, yes, we are not government, but the conscious of the fact that government has failed to organize the people. It is that failure of the government to organize the people that motivated us to come up and say, we have to start somewhere. I mean, go to money 100 or money 50. Let's come up and start showcasing, demonstrating what we're saying. In cooperation, you cooperate with mighty and low. You cooperate with strong men and weak men. You cooperate with intellectuals, people who are actually educated, and you mingle and entangle with people who did not see the four wall of any school. And a cooperative, The law of the cooperative in Nigeria is that every member is equal. And it is that cooperative model that we've adopted to warehouse all these human components in order to do what? To achieve desired results. And what is that desired result? To improve the laws of the society. And that law starts from the food production. We started from financial intervention because number one, I recognize and appreciate the fact that after God, I say this morning, yeah, I know people will say government, but the whole essence of government is to maximize social welfare, which is bettering human life. And as you are bettering human lives, you're also securing them. Because without security, you give welfare, you give food, you give employment, you give everything that will make life worth living. At the same time, the security has to be guaranteed. So that is the essence of government. If anybody is telling you anything, it's not the definition of government. So government cares for everybody, not divide and rule, not in on a APC, money in on a PDP, money in on a ABGA, money in on a Labour Party. No. In on all those different political parties before election. Before election. As soon as election is over, it declares somebody winner of the election. That person becomes the governor or the president of everybody. Everybody. The starting point is know everybody from 1 to 100. If the population size is 100, you must know 1 to 100. No discrimination, no Imam Mahdi, no Magomago. There should be standard and there should be order to follow. That order or law and order should be applied to everybody. And that is government. And that is the template cooperative societies are using because all the members are equal. Any idea or any decision, execution that will take place must be brought to the general house of the cooperative, you know. Then coming to GGM cooperative, because what I'm trying to do is to give an overview of how cooperatives are managed and organized in Nigeria. But we are conscious of the fact that we have thousands of cooperatives everywhere. In Anambra State, we have excess of 5,000 something cooperative societies within the state. But how many of them are progressive or how many of them are doing well? Just very few, very few. Others are just organized to imago umonna or family thing. Ka register cooperative, ka ewere na-eche ego from government, state government or federal government. Ndị politics luwezo cooperative achịkọrọta ọnụ. Eji ya eche mgbe ego bata ka ewepụta afa ndị cooperative. Ọ bụrụ na gọọmenti ya akwụ ụgwọ ka ọ kwụnyere na cooperative account. So many cooperatives are set up like that just to benefit from government, you know. And because government is conscious of that there were genuine cooperative societies. At least over the past 8 years or so, the last 4 years, there won't be anything on any cooperative. Or enwe cooperative year. Abịakọtasị ọnụ asụ oyibo asụsụ oyibo. Cooperative among themselves will contribute money to come there and showcase what they have produced over the year or within the year. So when a case or record of at least in Anambra State, I know of Enugu State might have program for cooperative society. Abia State, the last time I listened, he said he will give registered and documented cooperative societies money. I read it because I'm not based in Abia State, but this is a global platform. People from Abia State can testify that. Our people from Enugu can testify that. So, but in Anambra State where I am, I've not seen any program from Professor Soludo on cooperative societies. So, what I'm trying to say is that over the years, that practice, that is what people have been doing. They organize cooperative society, use it to extort money from government. Thereafter, church abasa. So perhaps that is why when Obiano came on board, Obiano didn't take them serious. He might go off go one or two, or more organize a C from CBN intervention fund will take a careful. But they don't pay attention to uh, uh, ensuring that these cooperatives succeed. Because in cooperative, you have multi-purpose cooperative. Multi-purpose in the sense that it is not just one thing. You can have a cooperative society to go into housing estate. You could have cooperative society to go into trading. You could have cooperative society to go into building low-cost housing. You could have cooperative society to go into agricultural food security. So that is multi-purpose, like GGM is multi-purpose, meaning that we can go into all those things. Like I said, we started from financial intervention or intermediation. And that is why we started by asking people to be involved in Isusu members and now to Isusu every month. So that at the end of the year, we'll still share the Isusu among our members to solve the problem of surplus and deficit sectors of the economy. Ndị nwere ego na ndị enwere ego. Since the traditional banking system, enwere time for the ordinary people. Ordinary people hardly collect loan from bank because of documentation. They don't keep documentation. And those traditional banks will want all the I's dotted and all the T's crossed. So cooperative will now come in to assist that level of members or people in the society. So after that, we go into food production. Chinedo has told you, and you've seen the video of what we are doing. We don't like promoting it because at this stage, we want to dot all our I's and cross all our T's. We don't want to make mistakes. We want to organize the place well, succeed, so that people will start seeing, ịma ndị be anyị na-aba moto kwa kwụrụ moto na-agba nọrọ na high gear mgbe aka ọ ga-aga na-efetu gị aka stop our joy. So that is our people. We understand, we are conscious of the psychology and emotional being of our people. So that
My
is
name
why
ano,
we are taking.
my name ano ya mende mmadụ ji aba one chance.
Yes. Only one now. Emma, like I said, or I've told us when I started that ihe emego ndị be anyị. Ọ bụrụ na akpị gbaa gị like this, anwụ gbaa gị, anwụ gbaa gị, ife ụkpụrụ ka ijiji ara ndị o, ịnweta ọsọ ya agbapụ ya. Ịma nchekwa ka ọ gbaa gị o.
Mana eziokwu na mana eziokwu ọ dị ka ewego ọkụ Ndubisi. What like Nigeria has happened to him. Well, he's going to come back again anyway. So what we are saying in essence is that if you want to join, you join us now. Catch us while you can. Catch us if you can. All right? Because what we're doing here in this our cooperative, GGM Multipurpose Cooperative, is not just investing in the future, but also for food security. Food security. Food security. Nanibo. Okay? And so for it, come to think of it, for most of us, everybody are emotional about it. Excuse me, will we be depending on the people I know oppress? Have we have that thinking at all? But I know good governance and all those things. People are that hotter eba isiaga, but nobody need na social media. All right, we set our plan and we keep moving. And this agricultural estate in Afo is just one of it. If you fly in Ako, plantain, coconut, akwoibo, banana, name it. Come back in 2 years. Tell people about this. Don't call a lady kwaka. Kama even how many years I be do chobani? Several years. Now trying. You even get my government. All go to lease nye na anya ka anyị bido koba ive. Ka eme putebe nni olili na ani Igbo na nsogbu ode. Nobody gave us listening here. Thank God for our partners. Thank God for people who share the same ideology I share. Mgbe enwere any sign, mgbe enwere anyị afụbedi anyị a na-ego ego. Anyị enwetebedi anyị na-ekwe ọnụ. But we already driven by our vision. Only the vision can people for. Ndị mere invest. We may invest into the acquisition of this our agricultural land. Odurofele. I want to use this opportunity to extend because I carry the number of plots that was acquired in any anya is this is just for a start. Because we will expand. We will expand beyond what you are seeing. We will, by the time get set, by the time I do all this by the time this agricultural estate bido you will ask yourself, why didn't you take part in this? Especially in the abroad, because I met a couple of them na Barcelona here now. About 1 or 2 persons showed interest. And surprisingly, many of them no actually. Many of them and they will not say that the hammer no, they know. Manadu to na mpukili na a lot of things. Trust to them but over the years we've been able to prove that what we say we will do is what we are doing. So what are you waiting for? Mgbe ndị mmadụ kwudebere oge ọ dị ka Ndubisi anachatago ndị ọ dị ka anachatago okay asị m ndị nepa apịrịrị ọkụ gị boy ndị.
Yes. Yeah, on NEPA. NEPA. You know,
Aye. Hello, man.
Emma, and wasn't anything like that in Abbey, nah,
Mbado no.
that place, you know.
Alako de aka.
Uh,
Hey.
oh,
Audio. So I was telling the people, man, people, my due to trust issue, and I believe voice no trust for this platform. Now we are not forcing you to trust what we are doing, but our work is speaking for us all these years consistently. Okay, man, when we started this journey, if I to get and acquire a land. Before I now zonyopa, ndị nwa si no housing estate abịago kọlụ kwunye 1 million amount of money. Wee jichie anyị, we go price anyị enu, ọfịa ndị mmadụ alụ ngote. Anyị nwaka na-atụtụkọ, na-ayọ. Then our partners came, please, I want to use the opportunity to appreciate all those people. They only saw our vision. They didn't see any land. They didn't see any property. They didn't see any doing. And they invested in it.
that's true.
For years, ego ndị mmadụ dị na cooperative account. Why? Because half ebe anyị na-eje, they saw our vision. They saw our drive. They believed in what we are doing and our conviction. Today, that conviction, half a fruit to bego. We've been able to acquire the land. We've already started cultivating. Activities are already happening. Okay, in the how many Shibos or the other time money I made life ever know. He was in the farm that day and I cultivate something. Thousands of palm fruits, thousands of akuibo coconut. I just one day just let us check. Let me take a look at the production and the viability of coconut oil. Onum yellow coconut oil. Or border itself that the demand nobody can even meet up with the demand. The demand for coconut oil alone good. I didn't make granite oil or coconut or red oil. I'm talking about coconut oil. AG na this estate, AG ako ibo buy everywhere around. Thousands of ako ibo ka ako there. You can imagine mgbe these ako ibo ga-ebido fruit be. We don't just want to start selling evacopter n'ubi, food agro produce. No. We want to refine it there. N'ime ebe a industrial park ka ọ bụ. A ga na refine ya there. I get one refinery, oil refinery. Yes, I get one oil refinery n'ime ebe ahụ. And I refine palm kernel oil or red oil. And I refine coconut oil. And I refine perhaps groundnut oil too. Or vegetable oil. And we can do it ourselves as a cooperative. You know, when he was mentioning we started with financial intervention. Do you know how we were able to start? When people who are following us from the beginning, when we started, how much can I contribute together in a whole year? But today we are dealing with thousands, hundreds of thousands, as in thousands, millions. You go 400 plus of land in Anambra State. They check you up. Freehold or what is. And each and every one of the people, okay, for thousands of them. And that can be every day and I'll dia. Every day and I cultivate. You know, now as well buying and selling. So when people saw our vision, they invested, they contributed money. anyị gotela anyị ebidogo kọba ife ị ka na-enwe doubt mayon when the time comes ọ bụrụzia cautious if you can. Our point of departure bụ food security. Food security. Security from what? Adulterated food na-egbu anyị. The level of kidney failure. Okwulu ọrụ kwa o gosiri ihe kwa Peter Obi je donate ego onye nwa how many millions o donate. Anyị amadịkwa na ọkpa anyị na-eri mụọ ibe na-eri na ọkpa adịrọ mma. But we are told from the video I already played na mmanụ eji eme ọkpa, some of mmanụ eji eme ọkpa dị adulterated. Ekwe efu ndị nke eji dye mix etinye dye ka ha wee produce more. Even the original one self ị na-eproduce nke na-enwero dye self na enu ka mmadụ si adagbuna n'ime mmanụ ị na-eri ịmara ma kwara na atị ya osuo ịmago the process dị ka dị so crude. Ekwefu ka mmadụ na-eji ego dye na-atọ ọnụ eje n'afọ isi na ị na-ego red oil mara ị na-ego poison ị na-egbu gị na-egbu your family. So if ebe anyị na-eme ife ma na we have seen anyị afụgo ebe ife na-eje, and if something is not done urgently to intervene nsogbu dịbe anyị, because government ọ dị n'aka to regulate these things to make sure that the ife dị na market a na-eri are things digo verified, digo tested and good for consumption. No, our government are not interested. They go read in the government. They divert go public fund. We have ndị nọ n'ime afọ ka ha abịa chụgharịba to confirm what they are doing. Ma ha na-eme adulteration ma ọ na ha na-eme adulteration. Ndị mmadụ anọ n'ụlọ ọgwụ na-anwụ, kidney efe eruho, liver efe eruho, liver efe eruho, heart efe eruho, heart efe eruho. Onye nwe lungs problem. You know, all manner of disease. Asukwa onye nwe slump and die. Onye nwe slump and die. Haba. Okwe ife anyị ri na-egbu anyị. Now wetin we eat na dey kill us. All ife anyị ri na-egbu anyị. Ndụ bisi epụtagori.
Yes.
Ka anyị na-ekwu ọ dịgwa ka m na-eche ọ dịka ihe maka anọkọta sị ma ewere gwụkwa ọkụ ga-egen ka ewetawala ọkụ isu ichikwaba ka ịma na ife na-eme na Naịjirịa. Ee, ọ dị egwu. Ife na-eme na Naịjirịa karịrị.
Anyway, Nigeria is still a virgin market, but I'm not talking about Nigeria. I'm talking about our own land. Only some boy Igbo nation. Some people are boy Biafra territory. We are still under Nigeria, but our effort is to organize and build our land. When I mention our land, I mean our Igbo land, because Igbo land is special. Our Igbo people are special people. We are lovable. Our environment is sweet. Our place is still a virgin place. It's just like in a chonwa like this, it's in a chonwa emetoaka, all the way to Chisiwake here. You wait is one not talking ngugu. Not talking one kegikobu. So our land is like that. Also some people who are ndị nwere anya mmụọ ga-afụ ihe na-afụ, ga-afụ na ebe enyere anya na-enwe ezi hope. Ịghọtago, ndị nwere anya mmụọ ya ejiri nwaanyị na-achọ the benefits, because ebe a na-asị na enwe war or crisis, yet ndị nwekwara anya mmụọ ya anọkwara dị ya na-achọ sọsọ opportunities dị ebe afọ, na-achọ opportunities dị ebe afọ. So what we're bringing is good news to our people, both those at home and those in diaspora, that yet they should not lose hope. They should not give up. They should hang on. Ezigbo ife na-abịa. Because sometimes in places like this, if the mother ana agwagi mba enwezi no mekwata of enwe human crisis here. Na onye ọbụla na struggle to survive, to feast the family, feast myself first, self-survival. So, but when I look around, I still advise them that even upon the damage, even may go in our society, still, and when they can do intentional, and they do deliberate about it, if pig, yes, scatter say, a scatter, those here, odokoto, just like only one accident of where, a bus everywhere, a bus here. In there, I ain't get lose hope. Hey, see, this guy is finished. This guy can't walk again. But it takes so young more. Ịmalụ na ọgwụ etu anyị esi hazie o ji nwa ọchịkọrọtaghị ọnụ weta ọgwụ o wetasisi ya like this ofisi ya kpaa ofisi rene ya okedu ya something ọ sịghị na in 1 month time na ịbịachieta azụ ọgbụgbụ afọ ga-asasị everywhere dụka ọ na-enwezi hope enwezi anyị emeta ya in 1 month time ịbịa oji nwa na-ajoin so if our people need ka afọ light somewhere ebe ife si abịa afọ na ebe ife si abịa they will come around that point and start supporting that thing start growing you need the trust give them that trust. Give them assurance and have na this guy you've done it over the years. And when I met today, I met somebody, a businessman. So I know to them, you know, is buying and selling. They got that along. Here, chief for them. And the task, I collected their own task. I will call their own now, bumper. I am about their life. So, money na about building a modern society. They have given up. So, where do you start? Where do you start? Can be a video. Everything is scatter. Even you know our government in our chat buffer. And when you get time, mark I'm something there. Before you know what is going on, and you're bright. That in our mark, it only do overnight. They overlook it and start building. So where is the plan? Where is the master plan? But my assurance, like the guy going to say now, okay, by a bit of step. Ojo Mambo Nambo Governor Kita, what will I do? What will I do? And say to start with, Mbo Governor, what I will do first is to win people's love. My communication should be able to tell people that I am one of them, that I care for them, I love them. I can do anything for them. So once you're able to communicate and connect with people's emotion and people are on the same page with you, it's all over, you've won. Because I told him that when you look at resources, the greatest resources anybody can boast of is human resources. Not oil, not gold, not anything, but human resources. If you're able to harness human resources, possibilities with this your brain you can create. If you study the story of Singapore, what do they have? But they have a visionary leader who comes up and communicates and able to communicate his vision to the people. And he was honest about it. And the people connected. And once that connection took place, They came round the table like this and said, "Oh, this is where we go." And to start with, all of us, we must be sincere. All these things, if I ask people, I sincerely and honestly ask these questions. Do we actually need so much to be happy? Who do we need to be happy? All this primitive accumulation of wealth, people are packing, building structures everywhere for their uh, children and grandchildren. It's because they don't have trust in the system. They believe that the system has been destroyed and they are part of the agents that destroy the system. So because they believe the system has been destroyed, the only plan alternative they have is to build their own personal system that will take care of their children and grandchildren.
Accumulate wealth. Accumulate the wealth.
Yes, Emogo and accumulate now so that that accumulation should be able to take care of them till they die.
Emma, Andy, let me tell you, Emma never anokita. In the China, the China ever. What do you feel special about this place?
Hmm.
And what do you feel special about this place? I was telling my sister no nankie. See, okay, motu si bindu now. The whole thing be available for you here. Do you know, as at 1980s, Utaka is been in Nigeria. As at 1980s, post office na arụ ọrụ, schools na arụ ọrụ, ije n'ụlọ ọgwụ na arụ ọrụ. And one almost private schools because public school the standard. Are there how many persons in well generator? But yet, everything was much better as at that time because Nigeria that time was working. In fact, the white men in Nigeria before I hand you over, things have not gotten better since they left. We've not been able to do anything better since the Oyibo people left. But we are still blaming the Oyibo of our own problem. We are still blaming Oyibo, colonialism, not about our problem. Yes, they must have truncated a lot of things, but yet, since they left, things have not gotten better. Because of our attitude. Okay, now for videos in post gasị na-agwa Soludo si ya ọ bụrụ sọsọ ije na-agwa ndị mmadụ buba na ahịa etu a mee na etu a na akụ etu a. Yes, Soludo ga-emekwa nke o, but what about the people? Do you know the majority of our problem will go to the people? Our people were attitude problem towards governance and our society. The way our people see our things. I mean Nigeria generally. Mana particularly ndị Igbo. This idea of self-survivor, no na na-ebunkie, ebuli ebe na politics, buli ebe na government, buli ebe na public service, even buli ebe na civil service. Self-survivor, opportunity ọbụna to accumulate, go where survive will become more the trauma of the war ka na-enye ndị be anyị nsogbu. Mana ọ bụrụ sọsọ ndị Igbo ma ndị Hausa, nke ndị Hausa na-ezu n'obodo akali, ndị ugwu nke dị Yoruba na-ekwuzi ekwu or other part of Africa, it has become a norm. When on na-achụkọ accumulate mana ebe a simple thing, public good, public interest, but the maximum, but the ultimate, irreducible minimum, the society oh God, ihe na-enwere isi, ihe ya wa na-echa anya. But they try everything possible. And make sure that now they do things that's you get improve life. Just Oscar Bruno kava kuntu eba akurana ntu eba and to help improve the life of a particular people or a particular section. They hajekuni ntu eba. Haya hajekuni Oscar Bruno for pigeon. No ka pigeon nebe neba ko we na agodo mmadu ukwe na nte. Hasi hey na akụni ihe ebe not gonna help hajekunia dia. Simple things that improves lives. I am a memory for ourselves.
Chinedu, he blame more people. To me, I don't blame the people. I want not the people produce the kind of government they have or the kind of leader, a leader they have. But in a situation whereby people they produce more the leader a struggle leader whereby that are power, hijack our power, or say yes, let me use it for public interest. Emma, see, let me tell you, Emma mgbe Soludo before Soludo abata. Ọ mụ na gị fụrụ ya na Anambra State University. I went to meet him. I say, Prof, ịgbatakwa ya n'ọsọ na ị ga-abịa Anambra State. Ka ị mee datin ime na Central Bank because Anambra people are waiting for Messiah, a prophet. Yes. So, simple, yes, now it will be there. So, I want the message by we spent 2 years in a radio station. Even thereafter, we contacted Chief of Staff. Let's have a meeting. Let's sit down to Chinedu, we are not asking for contracts. We are not looking for contracts. We are not looking for money. Not that we have money, but it takes young people who are passionate and who are contented of the little they have. But every now and then, that is what you need as a need on a government. Precisely governor, because all governors are presidents and when that's constitutional responsibility to change life, to change life in millions. Individual millionaire like a Jefferson, those all those big men billionaires can only change few lives. Highest will change 1,000 people or 2,000 people. But government through policies can change millions of lives the same time.
Just with a policy.
Just a policy. You got to go. So in my effort I make to ensure that we have that kind of a leader. We spent our money, all the support groups, about 40-something support groups, campaigned using their resources. So Soludo never, he didn't give us 10 kobo. He didn't even appreciate us. He didn't even say thank you. No, because we are not doing it for him. We are doing it for the society.
Exactly.
So, look at him. People, yes, people are saying on our lose double lane and this, but operable governance, building express or 10 lanes or 100 lanes, all those things are good. They are just enablers. They are good, but since 1960, Juan Road. Oh, we get a road get 4 years. After 4 years, get a potholes are doing at some of them. Now you spend millions of billions servicing those roads. But you need it. Okay, can you go because some of our viewers here, like in now somebody today for na marketplace, or say mbo governor KM. He said, let me just give you one example because I'll draw far first. Alessio is an economist, a first class economist na Uniport. Soludo first class na here in UNM. Mana clear what Alessio did with the about tech, what do you call them? Tech people only train tech skills. O train no matter of say 500 or 1,000. HFWM how many number or the number graduating. We pick here the best about 20 or 19. TFA na ministries, Ochoka effect change there. Na ministries, maybe medical, I want tech expert to be there to document the death rate and birth rate. If for that best person graduate that place or say general health, go and do this specific job for me. Opike somebody na Ministry of Works. Or say, I want you to document how many kilometers of roads, both urban and rural roads. This is the assignment. Go and develop it. It's an assignment. Or please say the person na salary. This is how to be intentional. But even Anambra here, I got singing and a train one you to two skills. But if street, ordinary street naming or coding of streets, like Ebiana Okakita Monisha, Ebibi, I say no layouts need develop of no layouts. Ndị mmadụ ji aka fa develop nkwere ezunaka ihe si na nkwere ezunaka for private efforts. These are places government here partner with private developers with government. Say, anywhere new layout, the government will come in there. Government will provide infrastructure like electricity, like water, like good food. Onwe policy, etu anyị esi na-alụ ụzọ ọhụrụ interlocking na trunk D roads. Government enwe policy on that. Ya na etu anyị esi na all this wire and pipe water, pipe-borne water, electricity, telecommunication cable, and where unless you take 3 years ago, say before any road is built or constructed, now I have provision for that underground cables. I have provision. Oh, policy, you did it. Is a policy assigned into law. Assigned into law. No, was outside the but say into law. I've forgotten it now. So it's government is say, Obrona Ebiana Anambra say another assign into law zone. But the fact is that the effect, you don't feel it on the street. Like the other time, if for water, public pipe or water, I be my office the last time. No solution is here water. But I want a plan on that. That thing is political water. Because I put that 18-year solution is here. I put 18-year solution.
Political water.
Yes, now, Emma, why we're saying
A
it?
shame. A shame.
Eh?
That's mother that guy disgracing mother on our
Yes,
project.
I put a solution water. Then I call it without even a plan. I would tell me that it was a say na households.
Almost
But
ready
it would
before.
tell me what's a say na households. Million I'm going to 4-story building. Back in water, public water system. Public water system. He develop water system. Kizi anyị na-agụlụ akwụkwọ adaptasị na onye bụ geologist.
Onye na-achị ive anụnwa na-prefer this solution. Emma, can I go back a little bit? Okay, talking about ecological problem, environmental problem. I say, that erosion and flood is one of our greatest existential threat. Existential threat. You know, you produce, you prove as a professor, as a global citizen, as somebody that has seen the world. You na-prefer as a solution ntị mmiri ndị nna nna anyị ba ji wee chekwa mmiri mgbe aka na-alụ ụlọ akanya, mgbe most roads dị untarred, mgbe most compound dị unpaved.
Is it a rocket science Kasoludo Chalenwa Mbafo? I'm just trying to bring it because it also fall back on his plan or strategy on food agriculture. Plan ya niile kpodocha isi naanị. Plan ya dịka plan onye na-eje ha akwụkwọ ma onye na-ejela akwụkwọ na-agụghị uche. You can imagine. Ị na-eme ị na-achọ ịcontrol flood biko ọ bụ ntị mmiri ya control the kind of flood na-eme na Anambra State, forgetting that na the more a na-alụ houses ọkwa kebe ha na-akpịa this new modern roof a na-alụ kịta send down the rain, and most of the floors niile dị na compounds and more on those properties na dey paved. So that means body of water a na-collect from the rain, majority of them that would have gone under the soil are all finding their way on the street because onye ọbụla channel nke to the street to the drainage system. Ọ bụrụ the same small drainage system use 25 years ago, 30 years ago ka ị ka na construct na today. Mgbe enwe amara m ka esi measure flood, mana the point is that na today ọbụrụ rocket science ọbụrụ a big deal for you to know that na mgbe ahụ flood na-aga the small that can be contained by the small drainage system, that na kịta ife need na bụ underground tunnel, underground drainage system where you can collect all this water. Abịa ihe dịka na a layout like this, like abịa ihe dịka na federal housing now for instance, or Ngozi Ka estate or yema enwe ebe mmiri niile na-esi ebe ahụ apụta ebe a ga-channel ya ọ banye na that tunnel we see ebe a discharge ya into River Niger without coming to the surface at all. Ọ mmadụ ga-arụ ya. Ọ naghị think towards that direction. Ọ naghị think towards the direction that na isolve problem of okay ka mbazie na nke gbasara agriculture for instance. Okay, nọ na mgbe ọ kele coconut ọ kele even nwoke kesasịa ya everywhere, enwero any way inwe ike iji wee measure both the success and the failure of that coconut. Okay, na water. So ọ bụrụ a problem. So my brother, nsogbu dị o, go on.
Just like I said, public water system. Now, the kind of water solution is here is political water. So, even Akoibo distribution of coconut and palm trees is political distribution. Osika households water is not intentional. And what any plan and towards that? A plan and towards that is political plan. But Indian and villages interview people. Why I go for oil on them? Many of them were in Kafalaya and SF. So yeah. Anyway, why this discussion is important is that our people have lost hope. But this platform, many people encourage that it's not like all of us are foolish, that all of us are empty. It's not like everybody, we've accepted our fate. We have not. And I still believe that this place is still a virgin market. We have not done anything. Forget what you are saying today. The fact that we have Soludo in government today does not mean that he will be there tomorrow. When I work here, saying I'm using Abia State. Abia State to go intentional because I don't know when I said should I be by magic originally in the climate governor, I said no, the first thing I will do is electricity. Electricity and security, they work hand in hand. And so, for instance, if raw electricity, somebody will say, yes, Professor Martin Najano, over 70 years, law enforcement has been there over the past 17 years. But we knew what he did. Ozugbo before Batadele, ka o duru Professor Barton na Jemity Buhari, a deal was struck out with Emeka for EEDC to settle him out of court because the case has been in the court. All political intervention, you know, you were there. You were there mgbe afọ. Mgbe a gwara
Yeah,
isi
sure.
anyị, ọkwa Buhari a na-akpọ iyi onyanwa si n'azụ wee hazie the thing, esetụlụ Emeka ọfọ. Elesi otu Abubakar gọvanọ mana o win go election mgbe afọ. He struck the deal. Professor Barton Naji paid him off. He took over. The governor now started meeting ndị na-ebunye ya gas. Ịma mgbe afọ anyị ji aba, you know, we went to the company. Ọ bụ ịma propaganda, ọ bụ ịma the fear, ma gas supply, ma ndị na-asabotage. So the governor went underground. Oh, ihe a governor yama for public interest. Ọ bụrụ maybe ọ bụrụ na ya na geometric power plant or Professor Barton na-eme business. Ma ha na-emegoro business. But the fact is that normal na the ones that electricity is guaranteed to up to 90%. The owners of industry or the big boys in the industry will start calling him on phone. I want to relocate to Abia State.
Straight.
I want to relocate. How many of them have relocated in the last 3 years? Every day they are moving. Every day they are moving. People like when Chukwuemeka nọ n'Aba now, ọ na-eje Ụmụahịa Aba. You can confirm that electricity is given. At least a na-enwe steady kama ozi cost. And the amount cost, ihe cost ji dịkwado high because gas Kadunaka exclusively is federal government. So until a state will over control all their resources. That is why we are promoting regional government, federating unit. Let them control, weaken the center and empower the state, the federating unit. Whether you call it state or you call it Eastern Nigeria or Igbo region, Igbo region. Let them control their resources. I control their resources. They could decide to sell their crude for $20 per barrel instead of $120 per barrel. They could decide to sell local producers at discounted rate or price. So let them take that decision. So, but the point I'm making is that it is the intervention of the governor. Business, Professor Barton Naji is only easy. Or when navigate all those trouble and crisis facing him, because he was working with the governor to deliver electricity. No, but in Anambra State, yeah, somebody say, no, it's not easy to build a gas turbine. It's not easy to generate energy. Nothing is easy. Sleeping is not even easy, and waking up in the morning is a miracle. Why not? Why not start now? Ibatara ozugbo, anyị nwere excess supply of natural gas na Omasi. Anyị nwere crude oil here and there. Why not? How many companies have you attracted to that effect? Or can a state government like Imo State register their own GENCO, generating company, and distribution company? Why not start Godo? It doesn't take more than 2 years to set up a plant. But some people will tell you, no, it takes 19 years. It's a lie. It takes 19. Professor Barton Naji, because of litigation, because of Jonathan's irresponsibility, Bulu power, jealousy, the criminals and politicians. ọ bụrụ na ọ rapụ privatization of Genco discos ka ọ dị at the hands of ndị na-eme ya, expatriates or local producers, rapụ iweli enye ndị politicians ejezi akpọta ndị China ga-esi n'azụ na-manage. That was what killed the whole privatization exercise. No, but kịta anụnwa ọ dozi ndị governors n'aka ka onye ga-asị no the problem. Can somebody come up and say this is the challenge I'm facing? If you are not actually in business, have you encouraged people like us, NEMA advocates for good governance, to hold NEPA kita ichoki demonstration or protest against them? Police are everywhere. Police are stopped. While state governor marketing, they won't do anything. An individual company na carry state government. So if a state government is not doing anything on power, a businessman can only decide etu ga-esinye ọkụ na etu ọma sinye ọkụ. And when any seriousness you can see on part of that government. Because without the electricity, nothing. And what a job in create, and what industrialization in can achieve. Now look at the airport now without that electricity. Insecurity, yes, is as a result of joblessness and idleness. As I want now job mother add role. But in a youth like this, yahoo, hello universities, phone can happen. Convert them now, I will that phone, pick all the state now. Convert them, productive. Let them start earning good money, good quality jobs. Show them how to make money. Show them how to use that phone to make money. Because there were gaps here everywhere in our society. And we gap in food, or food kind of a you have gap in food, but you don't expect these Gen Zs the kind of farming our parents bulog namma. You don't expect them to do that. You don't expect these Gen Zs bulog namma. You expect Gen Zs every year has farm estates like Fun City to Fun City though. Has there an plug tomato? He says like this, like in the nurses, nurses. He says, protect you for fuma. Hamal nego no alter tomato de tune when ego na aga kwa etiana wait other wait nego na aga kwa. Then he na atakasi at the farm. All chemicals. I went petrol refineries. All those companies, my gas company, when almost mana side bank guy afraid no US. Side or there, yes. So I went petrochemical where all those days about is produce chemicals, make it affordable, subsidize it, they make a subsidy now, but and when you are watching na air na Canada like this, you have government where helicopter down where during dry rainy season like this, helicopter more drone. About the helicopter not drone. With AI, drone technology, you go in on now those here na atakasị mmadụ ma eji na farm ama nga na ata gị ịghọtago. So everything are easy. Ịmakwa billions of youths ga-aba there na produce food for the large population enwe na Nigeria, large population enwe na Africa. You cannot produce enough. Channel all these youths there, and it's not just producing but organize that market, that sector called viable, not profitable. How am I they organize the upstream, midstream, and downstream sectors of oil industry? How money they spent billions of dollars in organizing it. People were paid billions of dollars to go and explore oil exploration upstream. People are going to do there, each of them more than ever. They spend billions of dollars. And thereafter, the downstream, midstream, after every point you do guaranteed, you are guaranteed of your investment. Midstream is guaranteed of the investment, piping, all this pipeline, anything here and there. Investors were guaranteed that once this job is done, this is what you get. And once oil you discover there, this is what you have. They go into that. So this is the kind of guarantee you need in the agricultural sector because it's not a buying and selling market. It's not a big agriculture like I saw in excess of 100 billion naira looking for land. But me and you know that we wrote letter, we went to ministries asking for government reserved land so that we can go straight into food production. We can have our greenhouse, tomato and pepper plantation. So that instead of spending these hundreds of millions, we use it to set our greenhouse. Government will come in and set water scheme for us there. Government will come in to do road, make life easy for us. These are the things done elsewhere. These governors, they travel overseas, they are seeing how things are done. Because our dear brothers, Europe, nobody even agitate for Biafra. This is what they should be talking. They should be able to bring pictures of or videos of where these politicians are living in overseas or where their children are living. They should be able to bring it.
Exactly.
Ịghọtago onye na-eme agitate, ị na-eme agitate ma draw nwere strategy on how to do it. Every day ị na-akọ akụkọ. One of these strategies, get all their children, get all of them. You are not breaking any law, my dear. What a law in a break? You are not breaking any law. You are holding them accountable. You are telling them, this is the school your child is or your son is. Create the same school here in Igbo land. What is big deal about building a smart school? People talk about funding. How do we get the fund? How do we get the money? Like I said, human resources is the biggest and highest asset you can think of. When you organize a state like Anambra State, you have to go to a hand of 4 million people. Out of that 4 million, 1 million will be millionaires. Ask millionaire, it's in what 100,000 naira or 200,000 naira to build smart school. I will bring 200,000 naira. I'm saying it openly here. I'll bring 200,000 naira for that smart school project.
Of course,
No
now, of course. We get me a can and you know, part of the things I na waku chale one bar from bar that no more of our people we mesmerize him. To govern our people, the very easy.
Not the very easy, but first you must have plan. Here one plan.
Yeah,
He
we plan.
communicating. Here one plan.
Communicate your vision to them.
You have to sell that your plan to people. It's not cut and join something. You got to go. You must have a plan. That plan here will sell out to the people. Here one plan on food security. Here one plan on security. Here one plan on affordable housing. Here one plan on technology. Here one plan on industrial parks.
Plan not quite complicated though. Plan not very simple.
All the very simple. You see,
Okay, ihe gbasara ụzọ kịta, ihe gbasara ụzọ ma schools ma infrastructures a na-ekwu okwu. Just like you mentioned rightly, I think I mentioned I conclude because time I'm in my time. I won't know Kugori by 11 minutes after 12 here. And here now in Nigeria we're 11 minutes after 11.
11, yeah, 1 hour difference.
So I make I check so that tomorrow I think we are going to talk about that regional government tomorrow. Yeah, we hear you Kumakia. Now matters arising. Man, on the purpose of this thing, you made mention the first thing you could say. If you could say the very striking bona. Obuna a leader, Iburu a governor, the first thing he get is to communicate and win the love of the people. Or you can apple legitimacy. The people will believe in you. Remember the kind of love Nde Madasha wa nebe soludo no. Mbobido easy. You remember? People were so optimistic. People were looking forward. What I go? People were looking forward for him to do wonders, and they believe also that nurture all the school needed in Anambra State, public school needed in Anambra State, but a smart school. Na batana community na each community get one smart school. Do you know that na onwero any community na Anambra State na-enwero billionaires ego eju wee transform those schools bụ ego ha ji eme weekend.
Yeah, Barry, actually, no. Ego ije ebe na Barry ọkwa billions ka a na-spend zọrọ million.
So onwero any community na-enwero billionaires na Anambra State. Onwero community ahụ bata isi na they are lagging of billionaires. And these people will always like to be in the good book of the governor. At least ogo na ka asị na ha na governor na mma. Ha na governor dị na mma. Governor si okay na o wetala unu ego ne dị etu a. Na alụ smart school, all the primary school, obugodo ofu ka a na-alụ each community. Ọ dị ọbụla ịgba nke na Miyama secondary school. Okay, what of general hospitals? Or hospitals in all the communities? Nke a na-akpọ nke ebela health care, health centers ha na-arụba, community health centers a opekatagodo mpe. What does it take? What does it take? It doesn't take anything.
Nothing.
It doesn't take anything.
Just ihe mere o ji adụ difficult ụmụ contract a ji ebuba ego a ji adụ corrupt. Onye nwa ka o ji adụ complex. Mana if you do it such that every community will own their project. Own their project and is provide space for us because ịrapụkwara ndị igwe na ndị PG, political igwe and political PGs anọkọta ọrụ buba ego nkefa. Ịghọta? But enwe system, for instance, a system like is a Fidelity Bank fund community like Oko. Whatever thing Hana actually their smart school, need the template they work the Fidelity Bank fund. Their government are guarantee Fidelity Bank. Say if fund all this smart school, will pay. So community of owner and always going account to Fidelity Bank. MSC had ambiguous, something very straight. Because bank is a corporate organization. Here we go their template. So contractor ya gana agasi na bank. Wanted their APG ya about advanced payment guarantee. Obu na eloro measure this standard bank ara go. So I should at least tell the contractor from the community near the template of smart school actually. Then ụmụ akwụkwọ na-agụ secondary school ebido train mefa on solar technology. Ọ bụrụ si ọgwụ ịma akwụkwọ mfụ ụmụaka na-agụ here.
Obsolete. Already problem one has solved. Nothing.
Just read and pass and get your certificate. Do what others are doing.
And go and learn handwork.
Yes, na mụ na Chinwa nkịta inye ya akwa kịta ọkwala gị akwa nwatakịrị nọ
Oh.
sekọndịrị skuul ọkwala
Mm.
gị akwa. Michael ebe ọ na-eje kodin nkịta kodin ka osi wee alụ nke a lụ nke AI osi m daddy I'm building AI ịghọtago at that age ọdụọgo excited ibuild AI. So this is the kind of education ụmụaka niile. This is the kind of education. In one secondary school, you need training for how to solve the problem of electricity. And when school of electricity, na secondary school ka anyị ebido, na primary school ka anyị ebido, na amụ ka esi solve problem because electricity is our problem. So the academic curriculum will be tailored towards solving that problem of electricity. Another group is tailored towards solving problem of food. Another one is tailored towards solving problem of housing, accommodation. I'm telling you, if this thing should be considered in next 10 years, even at this place, a man believe in
Yeah. I want.
a man believe because Oyebido na ụmụaka dị intentional ha nwee this plan urban planning, that department of urban planning ebido plan every city, every village, every estate plan ya na irreducible minimum ị ga-enwe n'any estate na ị ga-enwe n'any ọdụ intentional. Then abịaza na law and order break ya ijeba nga ọkwa straight. The people now on urban and regional planning like this in Amahizimonko. Kaya na pe manko. Once, like man na bank, once and my bank was able to guarantee me na nchoi go moto enyem loan go moto. Nchoi loan enyem loan loan. Nchoi no nwanya enyem loan no nwanya. No ụmụaka niile ya anọ na health fa. Ha ya anọ na medical insurance scheme. At least almost four. Other basic thing, car, owner, house. Nna ka ezi ihe ọzọ mgbe m nọ n'ogo enwe ego federal gọọmenti na-akwụ pensioners so ndị m gwa pụta like 20 million naira 15 million asị m ka anyị kee the money 50-50 mụ doctor the record like onye nwunye ya n'ọzọ ma ọ nọ nwaanyị na-abụ so nwunye nke obere abịa chọọ ka nwunye nke izi ghara ịma ka ọ were the money. So questions m ma jụọ sị m no m forget na anyị eke the money 50-50. So ọ bụrụ na my bank take care of me at that level basic things so ihe mma ga na-echeki nna ego na mma enweta dị. But my bank has taken care of me. Not just that, enwekwe control, enwekwe checks and balance, enwe inspectors, and auditors. Ogodo na ya asị na ka take the risk. Ya say, does he want it? So you have to build an institution. That is the point I'm making. You build an institution where hard work is rewarded. Reward system, and where bad behavior is what sanctioned. These two things, rewarding her good behavior and sanctioning bad behavior. A man build a great system. But if you look at our instance like this, daddy, does he want the effort working hard? Ebe na ụmụaka jee nene waya ke n'ime obodo ya ewere ChatGPT pịkọrọ ansa result pụtara enwe AA gị nwa anọrụ na-etiwe isi ịma that thing begin to ring into my head and say ụmụaka are they not making sense? Are they not making sense? So my dear Chinedu, the point I'm making here is that we should be intentional in whatever thing we are doing. We have serious gaps everywhere in our system. Instead of governors staying in their comfort zone, government has cast to there. Lord, look at heaven. Although very far from the people, they don't feel what the ordinary people are feeling. You see why like this the next day or Obana UK. Just somebody that big in my village, say when I am operation no. In my born UK ka Niger. UK ka na Obana, come operation no. Yeah? So how many of us can afford it? Because of trust our health facilities. So not to talk of the governor. So this discussion will be having it in our agricultural project. Yeah, I know the challenges we are facing. All I can say, we'll take it easy one on one. People are talking about insecurity. When you hear something, agụ erika. Ịkọkwu ọka, ha bịa harvest ọka. Agụ erika.
Because
So,
a put sebe ihe niile a na-put in place ebe a. Because
no.
Ma the perimeter fence and the security, ya ka na-eme no ịmanụ ka esi wee nọrọ.
I know, all you can agwa gị challenges dị na mbido. Ị na-ebido like this, ị ga na-face one challenge or the other. But you never had the challenges, you'll be discouraged. You won't go forward. And that is why so many of our people are into importation. Because they don't believe in taking that kind of risk. They believe in an already made. Why are we wasting our time doing all these things? Because the environment is not encouraging. Environment is most discouraging. So it takes people like us and people who now cooperate. Because in cooperation, you share the risk and you share the benefit while you work towards desired destination. But people who have mercantile mentality, which is majority of our people, cannot do that. Over there, and elsewhere, is the government that is now intentional
Of course.
towards certain like security, like food security. Securing lives and property, food security. Government now intentional. Government can spend billions of dollars in research, just research alone. Government can pump in billions of dollars. Annual budget of certain percentage is set aside for securing their food bank, and ask farmers go and produce. If you produce in excess, we'll buy everything. If market can't take it, we'll buy and store. Storage facility, government takes care of it. So your production is already guaranteed. What government is saying is that go and produce.
Of course.
You have off-taker. Somebody is waiting to take it.
Somebody wants to join.
Let the person join.
But don't kind of who is the person because we are wrapping up. Hello, who's just joined? Cops in Wabank. Can you put on your camera or your mic so that we can hear you? Because we are wrapping up in less than was there in 6 minutes? 6 minutes we are done. So you just have a few moments to tell us what you want to say.
Okay. Also, I'm here only to listen.
Only to listen. Okay, all right. Okay. No problem.
He's enjoying our gist. Jide, do you know this our gist has to be coming regular basis so that people will, because Ezioku look scarce is a scarce commodity in the market. You got to people are playing politics with the truth. And a lot of people, China, this kind of truth that was possible. Or maybe if develop a system is a rocket science. But from the way and from the angle we are looking at it, because we have been into this business for more than 10 years, doing one thing. 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 10 years, doing the way things are done, although ambiguous, all sacrifice is sacrifice. You know the level of sacrifice he make go to keep this platform afloat. Every now and then you are firing. Uh,
More
Fried
people
man,
are just people are just
another
joining here.
man, uh, Mark. Mark
I'm
is
already
there.
there.
Okay.
Let's know who is joining the conversation.
I,
Please
I,
identify yourself.
are you here to listen or to contribute? Fried man.
Abachicha Hankete.
Mark, are you here to contribute or to join?
Hello.
Ah, but
If,
Chinedu, hope you.
of course.
Chinedu.
Yes, I know. No, these are the kind of people that so oh yeah, one of the so all the spams. Naya ka o ji adị very very uh, o ji adị very very dicey on the public this thing. Anyway, we're almost wrapping up. We're almost wrapping up. Ndị bụ isi ọkwa ịka na ya? Hello, Andy, are you there? Hello, Andy. Can you hear me? They try to spam our live program. I've had that experience before, but I think this one will be the very last one will be able to have this kind of madness. Okay, I think Nandubisa was.
Yeah. Hello, V. Yeah, anyway, pick this Iberibe. They wanted to truncate our life, but they came late, and as if that, well, as if like I suspected. Um, it could be anybody. It could be even the people natural truth to be said, or people that want to destroy your platform. So, but they've all been blocked. They've all been blocked. Oh yeah, coach, I don't mean when. Yeah, even self. They tried to make a mess of our this thing, but they came late. But nevertheless, it's part of it. So anyway, we've fast spent our this thing, our time. We've fast spent our time. At least we thank God for today. We'll come back again tomorrow. We are going to discuss about this regional government. That's what we're going to talk about. And kind of opportunity, I appreciate the people that followed us today. We hope to come back again tomorrow. Make our time with us, and we'll continue to inform the people better. Okay, you've not closed it. The program. No, I'm about to close it. I tried to tidy up first because of those Umiberiba that came in. Okay, I'm gonna close. Yeah. Close, it's okay. Yeah. So I'm going to make a mom or ready tomorrow join. No problem. Anyone that can join, no problem. Okay. Ngwan, thank you. I will call you back after the program, sure. Okay. Okay, people. As you know, some miscreants wants to hijack our program tonight, but they came late. So we appreciate you all for joining in this program tonight, and we hope that you are going to come back again. I'm signing out saying good night, good morning, wherever you are. Bye-bye from here. My name is still Asuchinot Peters.